Young Pete, Young Pete was good. I wrote something down. This is more of a spoken word, if I may say. Uh, yeah, I dedicate this to self, to myself, and to somebody out there who might resonate. You know, I give self space to be. I give self room to grow. I give self chance to figure out things. Grace to find oneself as individual and humanity as a whole. Collective in the process of healing, our society can be sickening. We let evil run rampant, thinking of ourselves as separate excessively, while we pay the price kind of similarly. We're afraid to talk about issues affecting ecosystem, right? We cope differently. Shit hit we cope in our own ways. Shit hits differently while it's knocking on your door. Didn't think it would happen to you. Seeing it on the telly, reading it in the paper, still some remain self-absorbed. Who do we look to when the terrorists, abusers are our so-called leaders? Though it be us who gave them that power, it became over us, giving them too much control. Where do we draw the line? When do we hold them and ourselves for the dysfunction responsible? How do we move past that? How can we create a conducive space? Can we do away with the unjust rules and laws? Speaking out against violators of human rights, saying no to profit over people. Yeah, it may not seem like much. I know every little bit helps, right? Every little contribution towards the positive neutrality. Yeah, thinking about the next person. So that's the piece. I didn't even use the B with it. I just, yeah, I had to, I felt the need to talk to somebody and, um, yeah, if something happened around here. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves, we have to remind those around us. We have to let them know when they're in the wrong. Um, yeah, and like if you're committed to somebody, especially with the man, you don't let nobody disrespect your lady. You don't let nobody disrespect your woman. And for like, those, oh yeah, members of the LGBTQ, right? Um, just being able to advocate for your person over somebody who, your sibling or something. If they in the wrong, if your sibling is in the wrong, you let them know, and you like, like, yo, you're not gonna do that, like, no. And the one you're speaking for, the one you're advocating for, might be in the wrong too. They might have some faults too. But like, the loyalty is with who you're committed to first, not who you grew up with, right? It's not that you're not gonna correct them. It's not that you're not gonna work that out. You're not gonna, you know, talk about it. That's, yeah. You shouldn't condone. That's how I see it. One shouldn't condone. Yeah, shouldn't allow that shit. Cause where do you put that relationship then? It means that you don't take it seriously. It means that they're not as protected. You're not protecting them. You're not. Yeah. So yeah, let me go over what this piece that you know things are the way they are because of how much we look the other way. We've condoned being silent. We've been complacent. And not everybody. When I say we, I'm taking responsibility too, but I'm speaking to those out there who know they can do more, they can contribute, they can, speak out more, they can do, there's things that they can do. They might be in positions, right, to make this world a better place. If you do care about our children, our communities, community, meaning like circles, family, right, extended human community at large, like could be the black community, could be the human community, could be the organized, like the groups, the organizations that you're part of. We can people can contribute in different ways. You might not have the knowledge, might not have but you may have the resources, you may be able to facilitate something, you might, and it goes for but yeah, the police force too. I don't believe all of them are corrupt and they be out here to harm others and just be abuse their power. They're those who actually want to serve. They got into those positions to make a difference, to provide for themselves and their loved ones, right? Also to have that impact, to have that, to contribute, to, they got some to offer, and they make some of these spaces better, more tolerable by what they do when they're able to neutralize the evil, right? The wickedness, because it's not in everybody. Same for what? Yeah, positions in the government. And well, I say what? You see, like we be talking about terrorism, terrorists. Like it's there are those who still have this mentality in the Western world, or some, like a certain faith, system, a certain religion is associated with terrorists, this and that. Like we don't do that to ourselves. Like our leaders, our governments don't be doing that. Don't be, you know, funding wars, fueling disputes and stuff that, people lose their lives over that. Families are torn apart. People get displaced. Is that check worth it? Hmm? Is what they're paying? What is that? Is what they paying you? What your soul? Saying you gotta look out for, that's the thing, man. Sometimes we put material things. We don't trust that we'll be taken care of when we do the right thing. So we go along with what we know is corrupt, is unjust, is wicked. Hmm? Yeah. Say, who do we look to when the terrorists, the abusers, are our so-called leaders? It be us, a reflection of us. We put them in those positions, right? A lot, like most of the time, we give them that power and they use it, they abuse it. like sometimes the public really believes in power over rather than power with, power to. May I say power among, right? So that's power to the people holding the, and if we say, if we decide we don't want this no more, or we don't like this is not okay, based off, right? If those we have on those positions are not doing the, they become those who are hunting us, become the abusers, become those who are using us, taking advantage of us as the people. We say, nope,